Remember winter? Well, it's only a month away. So right now it's summer. I like to prep for paint, so this year the hot tub's going in. There's the slab, power and water, and just waiting on the tub. So while I was waiting, I decided I'd take the old dog kennel and clean it up, cut some tarp up and punch some holes in it, and zip tie everything together. That way I've got an enclosure that not only blocks the wind, but for privacy I get neighbors on 3 sides, and it's cheap. And I don't need a building permit because it's a temporary structure. Good fences make great neighbors. So back to winter. Wisconsin has winter for like 7 months out of the year. And in September, when your feet get cold, they don't thaw out for 6 months. And I gotta boil the chickens if that's the case because I'm old. So now the hot tub has shown up and I've got it in place, and that's the access door. Everything's plugged in and it's got water in it. This is for the honeybee lights that are on the ceiling. Not that somebody my age would want lights when they're in a hot tub, but these are the lowest voltage lights you could ever buy, and you can barely see them, so that's good. So I'm just putting some final touches on this pig. As you can see, I've got a pulley hanging from the ceiling there and a pipe going through the wall. And you're like, what the hell is he doing with the pulley? Well, again, I'm old, and one of the problems with hot tubs is they have covers on them. Now this one won't have snow on the cover, but it will still be a pain in the ass to move around. And then I went and talked to my buddy who owns a hardware store, and he gave me a washer that fits just over this pipe to trim it off on this side of the wall. And he's a pretty good guy, because I was like, where am I going to get something, a piece of trim? So I painted it black, which matches my other stuff, and I put it on the wall and used a little silicone caulking, and basically it cleaned the whole situation right up for me. So for ease of movement, and since these are swinging pulleys, I decided I'd go ahead and utilize a 5/8 rope. And although it's 5/8 rope and a 1-inch hole, it is a little tough to get it pushed through there because it kind of gathers. I taped the end to make it go in easier, and it's thick enough to where it won't fall between the pulley and the bracket. Now your alignment of pulleys is pretty important. Even though these are swinging pulleys, they have to at least be aiming at the hole itself. On the other side, I have the pulley positioned so the pick point is aligned with the cover. Give myself a little slack here, so when I pull on this, I can get some through, and hopefully it's sitting there on the other side. As you can see, I've got the rope through there. There's my destination. This shouldn't be too bad. Everything's lined up. And so there it is. I got the pulley on the tub side, I got the pulley right outside the door, and the cleat is on the robe hanger to tie it off to. And I got protection for snow in the wintertime. It's basically an enclosed space. And this is how it works. I stand out there by the door because I don't want the tub very far from the house, and slightly tug on this pulley. This is super easy. These covers are really pretty light. So this is the finished product. This is the back porch of the house. As you can see, there's the exterior door, back door, and here's the pulley system tied to the cleat. I've got my blinds up. The pulley is fully operational. This is the access for the water and the power, and I've kind of done little carpet corners on this to make it look built in and feel that way. And the only reason I've done all this is because of old man winter. 7 months of pain. This is the nighttime version. These are the honeybee lights, I call them. And very little light, just enough to see yourself fall and break your hip. Anyway, there's the tub, fully operational. And we just tie this off and jump in. Can't wait till winter hits.